Good morning, TikTok family. Thank you guys for tuning into this video. On this morning, I'm going to be talking about continuing going no contact with the narcissist once you have discarded the narcissist and moved on. Do not look back. Continue to move on with your life. The narcissist is after destroying your life. He's out to destroy, or she's out to destroy your life. The narcissist knows that you are a good person. The narcissist knows that you have life in you. The narcissist knows that God has equipped you with gifts and spiritual gifts that he doesn't have. Once you have made that discovery that that narcissist was not the person for you, move forward and don't look back. You know, and that's exactly what I did after I left the online narcissist after 1 month of talking with him. And that was all I needed, was chatting. That's all I need, to chat, to hear what you say, how you say it, and also read through the lines. Once I made that decision to cut that online narcissist off, trust me, that was the best decision that I could have made in my life, okay? And even though we never met in person, even though we've never shook hands, we've never seen each other, I don't know if he's a man or woman, I don't know what he looks like, period. But just the 1 month that we've talked was enough for me to see all I needed to see and know that he was not my person. But I never knew what living was, because apparently I was only existing. But the narcissist, when he came into my world, he meant evil, but God turned it around for my good, because I would have never known what real living meant until I met my husband, okay? And he taught me how to live, not just exist, but how to live and be happy, and to be truly happy. And I thank God for the tests and trials that he allowed to come my way, because tests and trials come to make you strong. They don't come to take you down, they come to make you strong. Tests and trials are awakening trials. I call them awakening trials, because there is something that needs to be awakened on the inside of you, so that you will be able to see it, and God will open up your spiritual eyes to see it. And then once you see it, then you know you cannot unsee that thing, okay? And I had been out of a relationship for a very long time. Ooh, it was a very, very long time, from way back in the day, okay? And I, was, doing my thing, living my life. I hadn't dated, hadn't went out, hadn't seen anyone, anything like that, because I was in my healing journey. And I wasn't ashamed to let people know that I was in my healing journey, and I was not going to allow anything to disrupt my healing process. And so I guess the narcissist says, okay, I'm going to make you out of a liar, because I'm going to disrupt that. But in the meantime, in between time, I was talking to someone already, had been talking to this person for about a year, knew the person for about a year. My son introduced us, and that is how I met my husband today, okay? And he had gone through some things in his life, and that is why we have that kindred spirit, that, we do everything the same. Everything is just basically the same with us, because we think alike, we act alike, and I know, and I felt it when we got together, that was my person. But just talking to that narcissist after 1 month, and then discarding him, and then moving forward with my life, because I was not thinking of, I'm never gonna look back. It's over. That's done. That's a done deal. That's it. I didn't care whether he smeared my name. I didn't care whether he lied on me. I didn't care whether he's whatever he did, because this isn't the first time that this has ever happened to me. I mean, people have talked about me, lied on me back in the day when I was a child. You know, growing up in school, people lie on you, talk about you, say this about you. You know, that doesn't bother me, because I have a strong will. When I make up in my mind that I'm going to walk away from a person, I don't care what you do, say, or think. I'm going to walk away. Okay, and that's it. That is all. So I didn't know what living was until I met my person, my husband, my hubby, as I called him, my hubby. And he taught me how to live, because he had gone through betrayal. He had gone through stuff. He has no children, and he's a good guy. You know, he waited, he healed around the same time I did. We both were in our healing journey. We talked and things like that, but we never dated, went out, and anything for a while until after the fact, you know. But eventually we started hanging out and talking and things, and found out that, you know, we had the same things in common. So I did not know what living was until I met my person, okay? And I was not afraid to be open. I was not afraid to talk about certain things. It didn't matter what it was, finances, whatever it was. He know I have 4 grown sons. He has no children. I wasn't afraid to open up to him, okay? And he wasn't afraid to open up to me. And he said, Linda, he said, I knew that you were my peace. I knew that you were my peace. I could feel the peace of God on your life. He said, and that is the type of woman that I need in my life. He said, I would never marry a woman with daddy issues that has not been resolved. He said, I would never marry a woman who's going through narcissistic, or has broken up with a narcissistic man and have not been healed. He said, I would never, ever entertain a woman who has baby daddy issues, and then being taken to court and all that kind of thing. He said, because I worked too hard to get everything that I earned, for me to bring along a piece of luggage that's going to drag me back and forth through court and all this kind of thing with her ex-baby daddy and narcissistic ex-boyfriend and all that. He said, I knew you were the one, because I felt your healing. I felt your heart. I saw your heart is pure. And that is why I don't mind doing the things that I do for you. My husband tells me this. He sat me down and we talked and we talked and we talked. He explained to me that a billionaire, mega billionaire, whoever they are, they will not entertain a woman who has baby daddy issues, who has daddy issues that have not healed. He explained this to me. When a billionaire, whoever they are, with money, look for a wife, they look for a wife with the spirit of calmness and peace. Because that's what they need. A strong woman who has that peace of God on her life that can help him along the way as he helped her along the way. But he would never ever choose a woman who's going through narcissistic abuse, relationships and all that. He would never choose that. That's why he chose me. And I thank God, because I never knew what living was until I met my hubby. So guys, I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what stage you're at, but I do know this. I thank God for the level that I'm on now. And it is a total different level, a total different mindset from where I was last year. So thank you guys for watching this video, and keep watching my videos, because hubby and I have a lot more to talk about. We have a lot more things to do, and we have a lot of more projects that we're working on. So thank you guys for watching the video, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye.